All right, week 3 NFL lines. It's just me and Aaron this week. Jason's on the road, and so we'll get his picks later on. I'm like playing like the NFL like Madden '96 music in the background. Dun, 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 dun.
Those are
Something like
good
that.
days, man. Those are the good
Good
days.
days. I wonder
Madden
if we can
football,
actually.
NBA Live, NHL Live 96, 98.
Maybe I'll see if I can like get like a cheap, permission to like play that music for us. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be
Good
nice.
old days. Yeah.
I'd be curious to see what Jason likes this week in some games because I mean, talking to him, I would love to get his take on the Cowboys and Bears. Obviously, he's going to be at that game, but based off of conversations we had with him Sunday, Rome, it was he'd already given up on the season. So
Yeah, and it's a pick 'em, dude. A -1 line.
yeah,
Wow.
so I'm really curious to see who he likes in this game. I got a good idea. I think he kind of slept off that Sunday, and he's probably feeling rejuvenated being back in town. Obviously, he's excited about hockey since he was bringing that up. Had the Blackhawks stuff going on.
Yeah.
White Sox, nothing to be excited about.
No.
Bulls, that they're not even worth mentioning under your breath, to tell you the truth. So maybe,
Didn't they just sign Giddy to a new contract?
yeah. And I'm not
That's
giddy. I'm not giddy about it. Let's put it
dude.
that way,
That's
Rome.
not a good contract, dude.
I don't like it.
Uh, all right. So interesting fact, dude. So I've had some people reach out to me about Jason pairing Kayla Williams to Daniels on the Commanders, and people were kind of like shocked that he would even say like they're in the same stratosphere. So he ruffled some feathers, and people messaged on the socials and text. So pretty
To
cool
you,
stuff.
to the our account or to Jason's self account.
To our account. So
Okay.
yeah,
So we got to give Jason a chance to explain himself, I guess, next time he's on.
most definitely. And interesting enough, man, last week, so me and you tied 7-8 against the spread. So we're doing a against the spread contest this year. And me and you got 7-8. I ended the week with 3 straight losses. Not really good. Jason was 6-9, which is what I got in week 1. Not a good week. But in the morning games, Jason lost 6 of 8 games.
Yeah, the morning games weren't great for everybody. I think I was 3 and
6.
5 in the morning games.
Yeah, you had 5 straight losses in that one. That was pretty impressive. I was kind of like a mix. It went back and forth, but he responded in the afternoon games because he basically won 4 games straight heading into the weekend. Otherwise, he would have been looking at a 2-13 weekend. That's how bad it was.
That is against the spread. I mean, it's
Against the spread.
These aren't just straight up picks. I mean,
No.
so some people would look at the record and say it's not great. We're picking games regardless if we would personally play them or not. We're just being honest with the audience and giving them a side, giving them a play. That's what they wanted. That's what they requested. That's what we're going to give them. We don't shy away from it. Obviously, we can give a pick in the Dolphins Bills, but we won't count that on the record since we typically record after Thursday night games. But we'll give
Thursday
a pick,
games don't count.
so we won't count it.
So I'll do what I usually do. Let's do it, man. So we're going off the Circle Millions. Aaron is a contestant with several entries in there. We were there, opening, contestant, kickoff, whatever you want to say it. Pretty cool stuff. Met some pretty cool people. Someone just followed us that we met on Radio Row. They just followed the podcast.
Which one is that one?
They do the podcast just strictly about the surviving contest.
Is that the Last Man Survivor?
Yep.
Right on.
Yep.
Right on.
Last Man Pod. Yeah, they just followed us. So we'll have to try to link up with them at some point. Let's kick it off, man. On Sunday morning, the 21st, week 3 in the NFL, we got Colts 4-point favorites against the Titans. Who do you got?
I'm going Danny Dimes and the Colts here. I mean, this is their first road game, but Tennessee's still a work in progress. Terrible coaching staff. I like Cam Ward. He's made some nice plays you saw in the highlights against the Rams, but the Colts got a good defense. They got a good run game. They're well coached. The spread has been going up. Worried about it being their first, road game, but it's a divisional game. I think they'll be ready. I'll take the Colts here -4.
Nice. I kind of agree with you, but I do like what I'm seeing with the Titans. A lot of talent. I don't think they have the right coach. he's on the hot seat for me. And I think they're starting to realize that too. Like just like the schematics, the play calling is just all wrong. But now they got I'm a big Ward guy. I wasn't. You were the Ward guy with Miami. You call that, even though the refs helped him win a few games. But he's the real deal, man. You just hear all the stories about him. He's the real deal. Puts his head down, gets to work. He's not all flashy. And I from what I've been hearing, he got his Titans team 100% behind him, which is good. They'll lose a lot of games, so he'll need that, but they like where it's going. But yeah, I agree with you. So are you taking the points? -4?
Colts, I'll take Colts -4. Colts, I'll take the home team or the road team here to cover. And you're taking the Colts as well?
Yeah.
All right. I'm marking it down here. I'm filling in for Jason and marking.
Got it right here, man.
I'm just pitting the initials by the team. So I got an R for Rome next to the Colts here.
Nice,
but yeah,
beautiful.
Rome, I agree 100% with what you said. I like Cam Ward, but the coaching staff's terrible. You get him a competent head coaching staff with some more high draft picks that they're going to get once they finish probably 4-13 on the year. They'll be an up-and-coming team for sure.
It'll be a good job to take.
Yes.
I think.
I think it is too. Plus, you got that new stadium coming in 2027.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to like there. A lot to like.
Nice. By the way, the Colts' new owner, Jim Irsay's daughter, on the sidelines with the headphones. I think she's gonna be more successful than her father. Like it seems like she's gonna be hands-on, and
I hope.
I think they're on the up.
I hope. We've seen a lot of ownership groups, once, the father figure kind of passes away, they kind of, after 3-5 years, sell it. I mean, I guess the prime example of not having that was the Lakers and Jeannie Buss. But I hope, I like when kind of it stays in the family and everybody gets along and the organization continues to grow. So let's hope that's the truth there.
Nice. We got Falcons at the Panthers. Falcons 5.5 point favorites, over under 44. This is kind of tricky, man. Panthers kind of woke up in the fourth quarter in the last game, stat padding. They dominated Arizona in every facet, at least stat wise, in the game, although it didn't look like that for 3 quarters, which is really fascinating. Do you think Panthers wake up for this one?
I don't. I mean, they're going to be out 2 internal offensive linemen, starting center and starting guard. You mentioned Rome. They looked terrible for 3 quarters against the Cardinals. They looked terrible for 4 quarters the week before against Jacksonville. Atlanta was one of the more impressive teams I watched last week. Just that team speed on offense and defense. Wow. They got after JJ, knocked him back out on the sidelines for a couple weeks. The number's been going up. I've seen it 6 some places, jumped from about 3.5, 4 to 5.5 now. I think the Falcons are looking for a big game offensively. They played against 2 talented defenses in Tampa and against Minnesota. This is a weak Carolina team. Big game for Atlanta. I like the Falcons here to cover and get a big win.
Nice. The Panthers already kind of let me down on back-to-back weeks here. I think they're going to upset and show up. They almost pulled it off last week, but Falcons defense was really impressive against a really loaded Minnesota Vikings team. Not sure how much that was on the Vikings either, though. I'm tempted to take the Panthers actually with the points.
All right,
keep it close.
I'm going to pitch you down.
Yeah.
I mean, divisional games typically are close. It's just not right now. I haven't seen anything from Carolina offensively that looks great. I mean, they a lot of garbage yards late against Arizona, made it a lot more closer than that game was.
You said 2 offensive lines guys are out though?
Yeah, their starting center and their right guard, I believe, are both out.
No, that's not happening. I'll take the Falcons.
Yeah. All right, let's yeah, right. I mean, I saw the team speed of Atlanta on defense.
Fast.
Really, really impressive.
Fast. Raiders and Commanders, same over under at 44. Commanders favored by 3.5. Who you got?
Well, it looks like Jaden Daniels is out. He's not going to play. I think that's shows by the line. I believe the Commanders would have been about 5.5 point favorite if Jaden Daniels was playing. Looks like Marcus Mariota will play. Raiders did not look good on Monday night. Geno Smith really struggled. Brock Bowers looks banged up with a knee brace. He looks to be playing about 60, 70%. Raiders need to pound the rock. They need to run Ashton Jeanty a lot more. He needs 20, 25 carries. Seems like they're trying to conserve him as the season goes on. Big game for both sides. I like the Commanders here. Raiders are traveling out there. Marcus Mariota is more than a suitable quarterback for backup. I thought he had a good game last year when he came in against Carolina. I like the Commanders here to win. So give me the Commanders minus 3.5 to send the Vegas Raiders to 1-2 on the season.
Wow. Raiders got their ass beat by a really good Chargers team. They had luck in week 1, upsetting the Patriots. Do they find that East Coast magic again? I think they do. Geno Smith has to rebound. He had a terrible game. 5 interceptions, running around. Nobody was open. I feel like the Raiders really need this one. So I'll take the points.
It's not a bad play. I mean, Geno typically bounces back and plays better after a poor game like that. But as I mentioned, they got to get something going in the run game. 11 carries for Jeanty in that one. Just give him the ball. Give him 20 carries, 25. And
he's been getting about like 14 and 16. Not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah. Washington defensively, not really sure what they got. Great week 1, terrible week 2 against Green Bay. They've had extra time to prepare for this game. And they know that, like I said, I don't think Daniels is going to play. He's still not practicing. Obviously, if he does play, that line is going to go up from 3.5 probably to about 5.5. But yeah, I still like the Commanders with Marcus Mariota to get the job done here at home.
Nice. Next game, we got Packers and Browns. Your Pack favored by 7.5 over under 41.5. So a little low for this game. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, Packers' first road game. To me, the line is low. I mean, the Packers have looked great. They've got a great defense. They're confident. The Browns just have nothing going for them on offense. Give me the Pack here by minus 7.5. They're going to win this game by double digits. I'm just not buying in them right now what Cleveland's got going on. Poor performances against Cincinnati. Not a great defense. Obviously, Baltimore much better of a bounce-back win for them. But Green Bay, unless they're looking ahead to the Cowboys, which is always a possibility, I don't think they are. I think Green Bay's on a mission. And I think they're just going to blow Cleveland out. Give me the Packers minus 7.5.
Yeah. Browns burned me the week prior by not showing up for a divisional game. Games that they usually play pretty tough in. It did not look good. You're right. Pack look like they're on a mission. They're admitting they got so much more to go. Love has looked pretty good. The defense looks great. We'll see. They're still incorporating Parsons.
He's off the injury report, so that means he's feeling pretty good this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not listed of a sore back. And I think Green Bay, Jordan Love, and all those guys have a lot to prove. They're not happy being 2-0.
No,
they just
not.
No. I think they don't want to just win games. I think they want to make statements and wins. And no better statement to win against the lonely Browns.
Nice. 7.5 points is a lot, though. It is away.
I don't think it's enough here.
Maybe you might be right. Bengals, Vikings.
So who you got? You're taking the Browns or you're taking the Packers?
I'm taking the Packers. I think Flacco's going to probably get injured in this game.
And then you bring the rookie Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Against Green Bay's defense.
Yeah.
Easy couple picks. Easy couple picks if he gets thrown in there.
Yeah, that's where you would want like a Shedeur Sanders who's a little more mobile to kind of come in, but he's down below on that chart and it's not going to happen. So 42.5 over under for this next game. Bengals, Vikings favored by 3. Both starting quarterbacks are out.
Yeah, that's the key headline here. You got it's a backup QB versus backup QB. I really don't know what to expect a lot in this game. I mean,
this would be a stay away for me.
Yeah, I mean, you got Wentz coming in for the Vikings. I mean, he hasn't really played a meaningful snap here in a while. But he's had good coaching the last couple of years behind Mahomes and Andy Reid. He was under Stafford and McVay. I think I like the Vikings defense here to cause a couple turnovers again. Bengals plus 3. It's a lot of points. I'm going to side with the Bengals plus 3. Not real confident in it. Minnesota hasn't got anything going offensively. I think they will look better offensively, actually, under Wentz. But Bengals can score too. A lot of turnovers in this game. I think there's going to be a lot of turnovers in this game. But I'll go with the Bengals +3. Don't feel good about it. Typical game I would not be playing because you just don't know what you're going to get from either backup quarterback. Since he hasn't been able to run the ball, Minnesota hasn't been able to run the ball. A lot of turnovers. I think there's going to be a lot of turnovers in this game.
I don't know what Wentz has left. I think he just made a new NFL record, starting for 6 different teams, 6 straight years. I would have thought it would have been Fitzpatrick since he was like the journeyman, but that was not the case. So it's kind of weird. Vikings need a bounce back game. I think the Bengals got away with one last week. Browning throwing 3 interceptions. He's more than competent, has an arm. He got his teams back. I think it'll be a shootout, actually. I'm going to go with the over as like my surprise here. There will be some interceptions, but you got both backup quarterbacks trying to prove that they got an arm. They're going to let it air out. And I think the Vikings coach, I think he does like a veteran quarterback. He does pretty well with veteran quarterbacks that have not done well in other places. I think Wentz will show a little old magic that he had back with the Eagles. Little throwback game here. I'm taking the Vikings. You got Bengals with the points?
Yeah, I'll go Bengals plus points. Don't feel great about it. I think the Vikings defense is going to ball out and show up, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, I think it's going to be a lot of turnovers. And Wentz, I mean, does he turn back the clock to the MVP that he was in Philadelphia? Or does he go back to the Wentz we saw with the Colts where he
looked terrible.
He was not looking his best. I think it's going to be a little bit in between, but I agree. I think the Vikings are going to look a lot better offensively. Bengals do not have a great defense at all, but they do get turnovers. That's their kind of their bread and butter. They have forced turnovers these first 2 games to get to 2-0.
Nice. All right. Rams, Eagles, over under 44.5. Eagles favored by 3.5. Who you got?
Big rematch of the divisional playoff game. You could make the case that these were the 2 best teams last year in the NFC based off what we saw towards the end of the year in the playoffs. I'm going with the Eagles. The Rams have not, in the regular season, nor in the playoffs, been able to stop Saquon Barkley. I see him having another big game. He'll be the difference. Either the Rams are going to play their 2-shell safety look, and he's going to have a big run game, or they're going to press up and look for A.J. Brown to have a big game. Everybody's talking about the Eagles can't throw the ball. They don't do that. We always know Hurts kind of he keeps notes. And then when he has a big game, he lets you know, I still got it. Give me the Eagles last year. Give me the Eagles minus 3.5 over the Rams here.
Wow. Yeah, I'll agree with you here. Eagles, tough win last week. Rams, surprisingly better than I thought so far. The Rams defense is solid too. I would think this might be like an underplay, for like an additional side bet here. It might be like an ugly game. This is a repeat of the playoffs, right? Where like the Rams came back from behind like in the 4th quarter. Almost got the upset there. Yeah, you're right. Hurts is due for one. Barely got 100 yards. Hasn't given his receivers any love. There's been a lot of talk, dude. You're right. You talked me into it, actually. I'm going to agree with you. Eagles with the points. Next game, Steelers, Patriots, 44.5. Steelers favored by 1.5. Basically a pick 'em.
Yeah, Rome. I've gone back and forth on this game between the Steelers and Patriots. I'm going to go with the home dog Patriots here, getting the 1.5. Steelers, to me, defensively are still a mess. Drake May is showing progress. He looks like he's playing better. I think he's playing confident. New England's a little bit better defensively than people give him credit for. I know Tua got some yardage against them and Geno, but the Steelers really aren't a great passing attack team outside of Rodgers. He had 4 touchdowns passing in the first game, but they want to run the ball. They want to pound the ball, 2 tight end sets. To me, the disappointment has been the Steelers defense. They've been banged up. I'm going to say the Patriots win one late, a late field goal to win it. I'll take the Patriots at home as a home dog.
Wow. Okay. This would be a stay away for me. Typically, I don't know what to expect. the Steelers from week 1 or Steelers from week 2. Two different teams. Rodgers, though, has looked pretty decent. They got to give Metcalf some love, though. We need the victory, man. We need the victory. I'm going to play hometown favorite here. I'm pulling a Jason. And I'm just going to shoot for the best. Steelers with the points.
Steelers should get this victory. I mean, they should. I just, like you said, Rome, I don't trust them. And I like the consistency I'm seeing from the Patriots right now. I feel like they're growing in a positive direction. Mike Vrabel's got them playing well. They're confident. To me, I think the Patriots are going to be one of those teams that every game is going to be one-score games, and they're either going to be like 4-8 in them or like 7-5, and you're like, oh man, they can make the playoffs. Big game for both teams. They're both 1-1, and it's an AFC conference game, so we'll see. I'm not confident that the Patriots get it done, but I feel a little more confident in Drake May right now than I do Aaron Rodgers in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I like Drake May. I like the Pats. It's it's a tough one, you know. I can see it go either way. Jets, Bucks, 43.5 over under. We got one more morning game after this. Bucks favored by 6.5. Baker Mayfield getting lots of love lately. Jets, same thing, just like the Steelers, looked great in week 1, not so great in week 2. Which one's the real one? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Well, I thought the real Justin Fields stood up in week 2, and now he's back on the bench out with a concussion. Tyrod Taylor steps in for them here. A lot to like about this Bucs team, but they're coming off a physical game Monday night. Came away with that win. Baker sneaking out the old 5-hole to pick up that first down on a big 4th and 10 to get them that victory. They are without, they just lost a DN for the season. Looks like they got a couple wide receivers banged up. I'm reluctantly going to go over the Jets plus 6.5. I think the physicality of that Monday night game coming back home, Tampa's going to be a little bit sluggish. I think Tyrod Taylor gives the Jets a little bit of a spark. I think the offensive coaching staff there is really competent. Just had a bad game this last one. Full week to practice. I'll say the Jets cover, Bucks win, but give me the Jets plus 6.5.
Oh man, you took my play. Yeah, I think it's be a close one. Jets cover, but yeah, they're not going to win though. I want to say that they pull up an upset, but Bucks have been banging out a couple tough victories back to back to back. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up. I think Bucks are gonna let it air out. I think they cover the 6.5. They win by a touchdown or more here.
You make me mark out. You pulled the old flip on me there.
Bucks with the big victory. They need it more than ever. Tyrod Taylor, I don't know what he got left. Remember, man, he's supposed to be the starting quarterback for the Chargers. And the doctor punctured his lungs, and that's what gave birth to Herbert. Otherwise, who knows? Herbert may still be on the bench till this day. No one would know. One of the craziest what ifs recently.
The doc knew. He saw the tape and said, "Hey,
we're putting you out." Bro.
Hey! They settled it under the table. They signed their NDAs, and everybody moves on.
100%. That's hilarious. Last morning game, we got the Texans and Jags. Texans slight favorites by 1.5. Another pick.
Jaguars favorite here.
Oh, Jags. Okay, dude, yeah. My eyes are blurry here. 44. Jags are favored. Texans, man, looking really shoddy so far early in the season. Who you got?
There's no team this weekend that needs to win more than the Houston Texans. None.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, they can't afford to go to 0-3 in the division. With the Colts likely to go to 3-0. The Jaguars would go to 2-1. Texans are in a basic must-win here. I'm going to ride with the Texans. They get Christian Kirk back. He's the ex-Jaguar, a couple years there. He'll be hungry. I think they've been saving him for this game. Texas defense is, we all know, is an elite top 5 unit. The offense, I don't know why they got rid of the OC. The new OC's just done a terrible job. This O-line's not great. I saw a stat that C.J. Stroud's being pressured on 40% of all drop-back passes. That ranks 3rd highest in the NFL through 2 weeks. I'm worried about the Texans, but if there's ever a team that needs to win, it's them. They need it more than anybody in the NFL this week, so I got to ride with them. I'm taking the Texans.
100%, man. Plus, I just don't like Lawrence. I think facing Texans are going to be amped up, dude. That defense is going to swarm over Lawrence all week. He couldn't hit his receivers. Yeah, not digging anything. How you liking Cohen so far, though?
Love what I'm seeing out of Cohen. Love it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I came into the offseason saying he was one of the top guys to get the job, and everyone was like, and everyone was kind of like, hey, he's not going to get one. And then, Jacksonville kind of snuck in there, slipped the old yacht down the old Bay Area, and he jumped on board. I love everything this guy does. He's going to have a great game plan. That was what worries me. I mean, the run game for the Jacksonville, that's kind of his bread and butter. I mean, he creates great lanes in the run game. You're not as high on Lawrence as I am. I'm not super high on him, but he's got weapons. This is a tough game for the Texans, but it's desperation. It's now or never. They got to win this game. 0-3. I don't know. Jason's not here to look it up, but I don't know if there's ever been a team in the NFL that's made the playoffs at 0-3. You only got a 12% chance at 0-2. The Texans season, basically, you can write them off for dead if they lose this game.
100%. Or be like that Bengals situation. That we've had every year. Yeah, it's just struggling to get the 500. Good team, but just bad year. Now we're into the afternoon games. We have 1:05 Pacific time. Broncos at the San Diego Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers, Rome. Los Angeles.
Dude, I've been saying that in every pod.
That's the first time I heard you mention San Diego. Have you been saying it in every pod?
I have, yeah.
Maybe it's been so late at night I just haven't caught it.
Yeah, no. I've been debating on going to this game. So
GT's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
him and my mom will be there. So
that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I think that'd be kind of a fun game. I like the idea of taking my daughter to a Chargers game more so than a Niners game. Niners games can get pretty rowdy. Chargers games, a little more civilized fans. I like the fan base.
It's a little more neutral because you have Charger fans, the other team, and just kind of general football fans.
Yeah.
Just there to have a good time and relax. Yeah, I got that vibe when we went there, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah. So, Chargers favored by 2.5 against the Broncos, over under 46. Who you got?
Big divisional game. Chargers have a chance to go to 3-0, but also 3-0 in the division, which should give them a 2-game division lead on everybody if the Chiefs and everybody loses this weekend. Khalil Mack injury hurts. I think it shows up in this game. I got the Broncos covering 2.5. I got the Broncos going into LA and winning. Give me the Broncos, Bo Nix, Sean Payton to rebound. I think it's a similar game to last week like the Colts. Whoever has the ball last wins. And I'm going with the Broncos here.
Broncos to win, and they cut. Well, obviously they cover.
I think they're going to win. But hey, 2.5. It's to me, it's a 1-2 point game either side, just like the Colts last week. It's going to be a tight game. I'll take the 2.5. I'll take the Broncos.
Yeah, this would be a stay away for me, man. Tough divisional game. You're right. Broncos need to bounce back from last week. I don't know which way to lean on this one. I don't know how it's going to go. This feels like a 21-23 type of game. So I would definitely lean on the under on this one for sure. But Herbert, for instance, they didn't score a lot of points until the end against the Raiders, and the Broncos were a lot better than them. Man, it was tough. Can I come back to this game?
Sure, Rome. Sure.
Let's come back to it.
I think you have a side. You're just not convinced what side you want to take.
Oh, Chargers look really great, man. They look really great. I'm not a big Broncos guy. I'm not a big Payton guy, but this would be like the week that they put something up here. Who has a better defense?
They're both elite defenses.
Uh-huh.
This is a very evenly matched game.
I think the Broncos could pull this off. I'm just gonna go with the home team though. I'll go with the Chargers.
You're gonna go Chargers minus 2.5. Right.
Yeah, they stay undefeated.
I like it, man.
Yeah. All right. Bullshit. You guys forced me to do some picks here. Saints at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 7 points, over under 41.5.
Well, the Saints, they ain't. I like Seattle. I like Seattle to cover here at home. Seattle struggled the last couple of years here with the new coaching staff at home, but Kubiak, going back against his old team that he was OC for last year. First game for Kellen Moore and the Saints on the road. A couple tough home losses to start the campaign. Seattle can't afford to lose this game. They really can't. I mean, you got a bad team coming into your house. You got a chance to get to 2-1 after that nice win against the Steelers. This defense is really, really good. Darnold in the running game got some stuff going. I think they ran the ball like 40, 45 times last week, whatever it was. I like Seattle here to win and cover. So give me the Seahawks.
Double that. I think the Seahawks need a victory here. They'll be at home. Yeah, and their quarterback has looked pretty decent so far. Kind of getting comfortable there in Seattle. So it's a tough place to play. I think week one they played the Niners. That was a tough one. I think they bounced back with a obviously easier opponent. They definitely cover. Cowboys, Bears. Cowboys favored by 1 point. Over under 50.5. You got to think, man, this is going to be a fun game. This is really enticing. I don't know if this might be a stay away from me, but like a must watch on the TV.
Yeah, must watch. These afternoon games, you get to watch them all because there's only 4. So they fit on the TV. So that's always great. Jason will be there. He's in Chicago for a wedding, and then hopefully the wedding's better than the performance I think the Bears are going to give on Sunday because I like the Cowboys.
Whoa.
Dak Prescott and the boys to go in to Chicago and get the W here. Chicago's secondary's banged up, man. They got more holes than a Swiss cheese. They're in trouble, Rome. They are in trouble in the secondary. And, hey, who cares if you can't get after the quarterback, man? Caleb Williams has a tough time being consistent. Ben Johnson, I'm hearing a lot coming out about him saying that this team does not have the mentality of a champion. They're not practicing good. Their habits aren't great.
I like how he's saying that. I that's a good sign for Chicago.
And another thing here, Chicago defense, Matt Eberflus runs that defense. I think the Cowboys have his back this weekend. I like the Cowboys to beat the Bears.
Wow. This is tough. This is a tough one because I like everything that I'm seeing from the Cowboys so far. 2 tough games. They barely inked out a victory against the Giants, though. At home, they almost upset Eagles on the road. This is going to be in Chicago. Like, what's the weather this weekend? Is it warm all over the country?
Should be. Yeah, it looks like it'll be 80 degrees. Maybe some showers here and there, but maybe overall pretty nice.
I don't think the Bears can afford to go down 0-3, though. The pressure is already really hot up there. They have to get a victory. This is going to be a close one. I'll take the Bears with the 1 point. But wouldn't be surprised either way.
All right. I thought you were going to be on the Cowboys, Rome. I thought it was going to be a clean sweep because I think Jason's on the Cowboys this week, surprisingly. I think he's going to try to do the old reverse jinx and just, I thought it was going to be a clean sweep Cowboys, but if you're going Bears, right on.
I do like the Cowboys. Yeah, it's just, yeah, man, Bears need one. Bears need one.
They do. They do. But Jason's there. But just for the record, since we started the pod, with Jason in attendance, Bears are 0-2 and have been blown out in both games. So
yeah, they don't do well when he's there.
Maybe the third time's a charm. We're gonna find out. First home game though, he was in Arizona and San Francisco for those other ones.
Yeah, at the time of recording, I'm going with the Bears, but not feeling really good about that pick. Kind of rooting for Cowboys. So, all right, last afternoon game, Cardinals at the 49ers here. I think I revealed on the podcast last time how my friend, he has a way of getting to the games. I was looking up tickets because
have you talked to him since we kind of touched base on that?
Not about that. No, it was more about it because I slipped at work and my knee's been jacked up since then. So,
so you're on the injury report this week, questionable but likely to watch games, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I might be on it for like it. This injury feel like it's gonna be like a couple months. Actually, I'm not too enthused about it. I was ready to start jogging and running again.
Rome, are you kind of like I don't know? I don't have notes on it. I haven't kept track. But are you kind of like on the injury cycle of like a Joe Burrow? When he goes down, you go down? Because it kind of seems like there's little similarities. Like, when he's out 2-3 months, you're out 2-3 months. I don't know
Dude,
if they're
that's a good
two. I don't know if the
comparison.
two are
Yeah.
related, but just maybe I got to start tracking that. Get the team on that.
I don't know, man. That slip last Friday though did not help. It definitely hurt. So weird, man. Just like one weird little tug, and it can. I don't know. It does not feel good. That's all I gotta say. 45 though, over under. Cardinals, Niners, Mac Jones.
Is it Mac
Jonesing.
Jones? Is it Mac Jones? I heard Brock Purdy might play this week.
Really?
That's what I heard. I had a segment all set up for Return of the Mac, listening to a little old school Return of the Mac going on here, but I heard Purdy practice limited. He may or may not play. I don't think he will, but who knows, man? There's a chance. Whether or not you go to this game, bro, what game are you going to? You going to 49ers Cardinals? You going to Chargers Broncos? Are you just kind of in between there, watching in Central Cali? Where are you going, man?
I don't know yet. If I can arrange it to stay down there and still get those tickets, that'd be kind of cool to go on Sunday to the Chargers.
You could try that the move that your guy does at Levi's at SoFi and see if that one works. I mean, maybe this is a NFL little scheme thing going on here.
Maybe I'll text my coworker and see what he thinks.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I'm going with 49ers, Rome. I'm going to take the 49ers here. This is their home opener. So it's a big game. Cardinals traditionally play these guys pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go with the 49ers here, man. I'm going to take them -2.5 to beat the Cardinals.
Nice. Yeah, clean sweep here. They won 2 games on the road, 2 tough games. Cardinals have looking a little bit more shaky in their 2 victories. The NFC West, man, everyone's doing pretty well. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 for the Rams, Cardinals, 49ers. They make up half of the undefeateds in the league right now. I think there's 7 or 8 teams. And Seahawks are doing pretty well too, so that's gonna be a tough division. Niners all the way. They got to get it with Mac Jones or Purdy. A lot of people are not Purdy fans, man. I'm feeling kind of bad for him. I still like him as a quarterback. I still think he's like a top 10 quarterback in my opinion.
I know you're really high on Purdy from our conversations in Vegas, and I like him. Mac Jones, showed up last week. If Purdy's not 100%, I wouldn't throw him out there. I think Kyle Shanahan's got enough faith in Mac Jones. Maybe that was the guy they wanted to draft or were interested in drafting a few years back after they took Trey Lance. So we'll see how it goes here. But Cardinals secondary's defense is really, really banged up. They got, we talked about them giving up a lot of points late to Carolina. A lot of that had to do with their defensive guys in the back end getting banged up. 49ers physicality, McCaffrey, those guys. Big game here for the 49ers. We talked about how their schedule's soft, home opener. Some people are on the bandwagon. Some have jumped off that, Rome Bay Area fans will be calling for Kyle Shanahan's head if he loses this one. So I still like the 49ers. I still like them here.
Yeah, I do like the under on this one too. 45 points. Niners have just not scored at will yet, but their defense is still bend, don't break. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Cardinals have not shown me anything. It's kind of weird, though. I do have Connor on my fantasy football team. I hope he gets some fucking touches and a goddamn touchdown. Hasn't shown me much yet. I don't know who to start this week.
I don't like him in that matchup. Rome, who's your backup?
Glad you asked, dude.
Because I do not like Connor this weekend.
You don't like it?
Nah.
All right, so let's just segue to a little fantasy football here real quick. Love to get your feedback here. I got 20 different. I got 40 tabs up here, man, at least. All right, so I got Justin Herbert and Bo Nix as my quarterbacks. Tough one, man.
Both going against each other.
One. Yeah, they're going against each other.
That is a tough one.
I got Nico Collins, has not done much for me so far. Mike Evans are my 2 wide receivers right now.
I like them both this weekend.
But they have not given me much. Jerry Jeudy is my backup wide receiver, so not much either.
I don't like that.
Running backs, someone offered a trade for Ashton Genty, but I feel like this might be the breakout week against Washington.
Okay.
Who did I pick in that game? Oh, I got the Raiders in that one. Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
with the points. Yeah. Devon Achin from Miami
Okay. Okay. So
plays
that's
tonight.
the place tonight.
But DeAndre Swift and Jordan Mason are my backup running backs, and I
I
kind of
do. I
like.
do like Jordan Mason this week.
Yeah. So do I.
Swift. He could have a good game. Dallas isn't very good, but they do got Clark. I do like Jordan Mason. I think Jordan Mason could have a nice game against Cincinnati.
Just matter of like, do I bench Achin or not? He's been pretty good so far this year.
He gets a lot of catches.
Catches and receiving yards.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the ball either way.
I think you have to keep him in your lineup.
Yeah.
He's the only bright spot Miami has on offense right now.
That's it. He's the only one.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Tyreek Hill's disappeared. Jaden Waddle's banged up. Yeah, you're not pulling Achan out. No way.
Here's the thing though, man. For tight ends, I got Laporta. Has not really delivered. But I do got Kincaid plays tonight.
Okay. Feels like a touchdown Kincaid tonight. Just saying.
Yeah.
It feels like he has like a weird stat line where he gets 3 catches, 26 yards, but one's a touchdown. I'm just saying. Yeah.
And then James Conner is my flex right now.
And flex can be a tight end, wide receiver, or running back.
Yeah.
I'd get Conner out of there.
They've been splitting carries, dude. He's only been getting 11, 12 carries a game, couple catches, not much. And they're going to be actually playing a really good defense. This was against the Saints and the Panthers. He hasn't been doing well.
Yeah, I know they got Trey Benson, who they second-year guy out of Florida State, who they like. It's going to be tough. I mean, I haven't looked at the 49ers haven't given up a lot on the run game. I mean, they shut down Seattle in the run game. I don't know what New Orleans did in the run game against them, but Robert Saleh's got that defense playing a lot better than people, would have thought possibly coming into the year. But yeah, the 49ers, I'm looking at the box score in the last game, 121 rushing. So yeah, we'll see. I think this defense can be fired up though. The defense home opener 2-0. They always come out fired up. You got to wear them down. You got to wear them down.
Tough one, man. I got Arizona defense, so just not a good week for me.
It's really not.
Drop them.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. You got to see who's available out there, but I mean, it could be a low scoring game, like you mentioned, Rome. 49ers aren't lining people up on offense either. But they're really banged up, Cardinals are defensively.
I forgot where we left off here.
Sunday night game, Chiefs and Giants.
Yeah, Chiefs, Giants, 45 over under. Chiefs here by 6 points on the road in New York. Who you got?
Yeah, hard to imagine why the Chiefs are favored by 6 points. I mean, they can barely even score 6 points, it seems like, in the first half of any of these games. I'm going with the Giants plus 6. I know I would lean towards the under 45 too. I mean, I know the Giants scored 37 points last week, but that was against a defense that isn't like Kansas City's. Spags is going to bring a lot of blitz, a lot of pressure. They held the Eagles at 20 points. He's gonna bring all these blitzes, zero pressure, zero looks, force you to get rid of the ball fast. Russell Wilson struggled last year against this defense when that was kind of when the Steelers started to tank and just fall apart. But the Chiefs offensively, they're not very good. Kelsey's looking a little bit slower, looking like he's got one head in the game, one head out as he gets ready for marriage and retirement. I'm going to go Giants plus 6. Must-win game for Kansas City as well. They can't afford to go 0-3. They will not make the playoffs if they go 1-3. It'd be very, very difficult. Xavier will be expected back. But Giants, I'm going Giants plus 6, Rome.
You think KC wins?
They win a tight one, yes. Kind of like how they won last year, where it's just maybe a call, maybe a field goal, maybe a bounce here. I'll say Kansas City wins like 20-16. I like the under, and I like the Giants plus 6.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, I think you said he was going to get benched after last week. He leads the league in passing yards right now, and a lot of other categories like in the top 10. So
still 0-2 though. He's still 0-2.
Still 0-2. Still 0-2. This is going to be a surprisingly good game for Sunday Night Football with a couple no-win teams. I'm taking the Giants points here. Both teams got to win. Both teams got to win. KC has to win it more than the Giants, but Giants brought over like a whole bunch of new quarterbacks to be competitive this year. I don't know who wins. This would be a stay away from me. But if it's a close game, I'll take the points for the Giants.
6 points is a lot. I mean, it's a lot of points. Giants.
Especially when you got the Giants. If Wilson's passing like the way he did last week, I think they might have the emerging number one wide receiver in the NFL.
Neighbors is a stud.
They got to keep his composure, like his head game, but it seems like he's at least aware of it. He's not like a Pickens or a Antonio Brown type. He's aware that he's crazy, which is a good sign. You got to know.
I think people are kind of blowing that Brian Dable and him out of portion. I think I didn't see anything that was heated there. Nothing that was like a Tyreek Hill tantrum that he pulls, or a Pickens, like you said. I think Neighbors is just a guy wants to go out and play football. Good, real player. Giants got to get the run game going here. I think you can run the ball in Kansas City, kind of deflect that pressure, because if you're in pass downs, you're getting heavy blitz. I mean, they held Jalen Hurts to 100 yards passing last week. Herbert let him up for 300. So close game. I'll take the Chiefs to win a close one late, but I like the Giants to cover, and I like the under here as well.
And the under. Got it. Last game, Monday night. Lions at the Ravens. Ravens favored by 4.5, over under 53.
Really good Monday night matchup. Rome, you've been noting for the last week that I basically was throwing the raft boat to the Lions, and that they man overboard or team overboard. Big game here. Ravens at home. Chance to get to 2-1. Both teams can get to 2-1. Couple of reasons why I'm going with the Ravens here. Continuity in the coaching staff. Their defense is a little bit better. And another thing, we talk about it all the time every year. Lamar Jackson's record against the NFC. Only one career loss against that conference as a whole. I think that takes place here at home. Ravens got to have it. Can't afford to lose big games here. Detroit, how good are they? I think they're, like we said, a little bit in between what we saw between Chicago and Green Bay. I'm going to go Ravens to cover. Close game. I'm going to say Ravens win 34-28 over the Lions. But wow. It would not surprise me if the Lions found a way to pull this one out. But it's going to be difficult. I mean, you just don't see a quarterback like Lamar Jackson all the time, and that's why the NFC really struggles to get some. You see him once every 4 years over the Lions.
Yeah. No, this is a tough one. This might be a stay away. I think that would put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, the Ravens don't make my top 5 plays of the week. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be good. I do think the Lions look more like the Lions from last week. They beat the shit out of the Bears for a good reason. Lions defense starting to get healthy from last year, starting to ramp up. They swarmed the shit out of Jackson this weekend. I'll take the Lions with the points. I don't know who wins. I do think as long as you got Lamar Jackson, as long as you got Derrick Henry, I like them to win the game, right? It's a matter of like who has the bigger dick in this one. I'll take the Lions with the points, but wouldn't be surprised either way who wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, my only concern with the Lions, we talked about it, Jason's noted it, you too, is that internal offensive line. It's not as good as it was a couple years back.
They got some new pieces.
They got some new guys. They're kind of a bit raw. Green Bay got after them. Chicago, let's be honest, they don't have the pass rush that the Ravens do. No. That to me is why I'm really leaning heavy here. Ravens to win this one.
Okay.
Lions got tons of weapons. Ravens got guys that can cover too. I think if Goff has time, it could spell a lot of trouble for the Ravens. The question is, will he have that time? And Goff, when he typically doesn't, he's been known to get kind of wild on the road and throw some interceptions. That could be the big difference here. And I like the Ravens' run game a little bit better right now than the Lions with the offensive line issues that the Lions have. I think that's a big thing here. Is that group hasn't built the continuity yet. They might as the season goes on. That's why I lean Ravens here. And again, the factor of Lamar Jackson, whatever he is, 26, 27-1 against NFC teams. It's going to be tough. It should be a really good game. Like I said, I like the over here. Ravens in a high scoring shootout. We know they could get scored on. 41 points Josh Allen dropped on them. So, yeah, high scoring game, but I'll take the Ravens.
I love it, man. That's it. We'll get Jason's pick, I guess.
Yeah, make sure he sends them in.
Yeah. We'll make sure he sends them in. So far, our record, I think I sent it to you guys. So the pod, we're doing a contest against the spread. So I'm going to have to change some of the social media stuff here. But last week, me and you and Aaron, 7-8. Jason was 6-9. Jason obviously did really well in week 1. For the season, both of you guys are tied at 14-16 altogether. I lost 4 games in the first week, or 3 games. So I'm a little behind. Just one. Well, it looks worse, man. I'm just like 1 victory behind, but 1 more loss. But it's a 4-game gap. So
yeah, I mean,
not good.
I mean, like again, these are against the spread. There's a lot of games, Rome, that would be, traditionally would not be betting, would be stay away games. But we give a side for everybody, just in case there's a homer out there like a Jason who loves his Bears, wants to know what side you're on. There's a lot of Bay Area guys here too that are like, oh man, I love the 49ers. Oh, Roman, Jason, and Aaron are on them. Yes, I'm taking them this week. So, don't get mad. Anything can happen against the spread. These games, entertainment purposes only.
Right.
Bet responsibly. Don't be betting your mortgage if you can't afford it the next month, and don't be betting your kids' college tuition away. Just you want to throw down a little 3-team $20 parlay, go for it. It's all good.
It's all good. Let's clean out some memorabilia before we go. Well, a couple more things. I found my Stone Cold Steve Austin Stein coaster when I was working and building this brand for him. The Broken Skull IPA. Pretty cool. And then I found this old Charger.
Wow. Is that from the
koozie
old
as well.
Qualcomm? Did we get that at Qualcomm?
It's from the old Qualcomm, yeah. Submarina California Subs from Qualcomm, number 7. Looks pretty jacked up.
Was that for the year 07? Because I don't remember who was number 7 for the Chargers. I just got to think that's from back from 2007.
It could be, actually. It could be.
I mean, I know we had tickets, and we would have been, yeah. So,
yeah. Did you just alternate like season pass with me and Jason?
that's great. Did you guys have? I don't remember. You had 4 games and he had 4 games. I don't remember how it went.
Is that what it was?
I don't remember. Maybe Jason Nell is better. Because I only remember going to more games with you than him. So I don't know if he did 1 year.
As if you guys went to a lot of games. Like what? Like I thought we went for like a couple seasons back to back.
That's
like,
how Rome. That's how I remember it. How you remember it. So maybe those $5 free beers kind of caught up to us over the time. I don't know.
Well, that's when I could put him back, dude. I was a drinking champ back then. Yeah.
So,
no fights. I never had a problem though.
No, I mean our section was primarily all Chargers because it was more of the
stuff.
Season ticket holders back at the old Qualcomm. I just remember the 1 season with Jason. I don't know if there was another one or not. I think we did 2 or 3.
Yeah.
G's obviously G's back in the saddle again here at SoFi. So we'll see what those seats look like. I'll be at the Thursday night game back here coming up in let's see, Chargers. That's week 8,
me,
so that's about.
Let me know.
She only got 2 seats this year, man.
I know.
So yeah, I mean, we
got
to talk
to me about it.
We got to talk to him getting 4, but this show's got to do a little bit better, and the Chargers got to show that they're a playoff team and winners too for us to kind of bite the pony on that one.
I'm feeling like
I was looking into doing some more. I am looking into doing some more Ducks tickets, though, hockey tickets. Maybe the small little package there.
I'm down.
If you're in town, Edmonton is town late February, so we got to get tickets for that one. Might be the last time you see those guys. See McDavid as an Edmonton Oiler because he is a free agent at the end of the year.
That's right. That'd be cool.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna definitely go to some more Sharks games this year too. My first one last year.
Yeah, you went there. Yeah. So I mean, I would like to go there. So maybe if I'm up there, we can go to a game there. I mean, I like going to Honda Centers. Nothing special about the arena, but it's a cool little spot to watch a game.
It's very old school, dude. Yeah. It's like vintage, like Caesar's Palace, kind of like that That's how bougie
It's very simple.
it looks in the 80s, like lots of gold, lots of like gold carpet. I kind of dig it.
It's
All
it's
right.
it's it's very simple. And I like crypto too. I like to go see the Kings play too. So I mean, if anybody wants to sponsor the show, throw some tickets, or if we got to go tip a guy $25 to get some lower bowl, options are open. I mean, we're
Options are
learning we're
open.
learning new things all the time on this program.
Yeah. Real quick before we go, I'm just going to reveal my top 8 power rankings going to week 3 since we got the game tonight. Lots of changeover, but the top stay the same. I couldn't find myself to like change it up, even though I do like some teams more than others. Like the victories weren't big enough, or like the losses weren't big enough. But making the rankings now at number 8 for the first time this year is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 solid wins. Baker Mayfield. Honestly, if you look at all the stats since 2000 or 2020, elite company, definitely in the top 5 in every category. I think he deserves a little bit of recognition to be considered as a top 5 quarterback, but no one does that because they have him typically like in that 12 to 15 range. Number 7, I got the Los Angeles Rams in there with a couple of good victories themselves. Not a McVay guy, not a Stafford guy, but I am impressed with their wins. And, bad call for me. They're not going to be last in that division. Let's just say that. That's a very bad call.
Rome, I mean, that might be up there with mine and Jason's Buffalo call last year. But let's wait and see. I mean, if Stafford does just get hurt, it could go that way. But if he doesn't, the Rams are a legit playoff team.
You gave me crap for not kicking them out of the power rankings last time, but I think it wasn't enough to kick them out. They answered back with a big victory by devouring the Bears. The Lions climb up to number 6 in the power rankings. I have a lot of trust in them. We'll see how it goes after this weekend because they're facing another one up there. For the other LA team, number 5, the Los Angeles Chargers. I love them. They are my sleeper pick for the Super Bowl. Liking it so far. Number 4, a lot of people have them higher, possibly 2 in a lot of the rankings, but you'll see why. That's the Green Bay Packers. I got them at number 4. Basically, everyone from 5 and up, I think, is just the Super Bowl contenders right now, early in the season. Followed by number 3, the Baltimore Ravens. I thought they had a big win. The loss was not enough to knock them out of the top 5 either. Bills follow them at number 2. And then you got the Eagles at number 1. And we got the image of the famous tush-push offsides from the Kansas City game on the graphic as well. That goes out later on today.
Interesting, Rom. Okay. Yeah.
Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Packers, Chargers, Lions, Rams, and Bucks entering week 3 in the NFL. My power 8.
I think the 8 teams. I think those 8 teams are fine for a power rating. I don't know if I necessarily have them all in that order, but
what's your biggest gripe this week?
Personally, I would have your number 8 and 7 team ahead of your number 6 team. I would move them to 8.
A lot of people do, yeah.
Given the fact that the other teams are undefeated.
Yep.
And look, you can make the case that you could put those teams ahead of the Ravens as well and move the 7 and 8 could be Ravens, Lions, and they play this weekend or Monday night. So
right.
Don't really have a problem with the top 8. I think you got some borderline teams. I think I mentioned last week after week 1, you had the Chiefs in there or somebody. I told you should have bumped them out for Tampa. So, obviously Tampa getting in there. And I think another team, you didn't have them in there I'm looking at right now. You could bump them out of the Lions, but the Lions is fine. It's the Colts. I think the Colts are like that 8A team. They're on the border. They're
there.
They're there.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how they do.
I would personally take the Lions over them right now, so that's okay. But they're close. They're scratching at your top 8. I'm pretty sure of that.
We had 2 teams fall out. I dropped the Commanders from
and
5th.
The Chiefs, right?
Yeah, the Chiefs dropped from 7 and out, so made some room, but nothing changed in the top 4.
You got a bottom 5?
Do I have a bottom 5? No, we should do that though.
I mean,
If I did bottom five, though?
I'll give you a quick bottom five. I guess you can throw Miami in there. You got to
Okay.
throw the Bears in there. You got to throw the Saints in there. You got to throw the Jets in there. And you got to throw the Browns. That would be my bottom five. No particular order, but that would be the 5 teams.
Miami, Bears, Jets, Saints, and Browns.
Yeah, bottom 5.
Huh. Interesting. I kind of like that. Maybe we should do your bottom 5 rankings then.
Maybe. I'm looking at it too. I guess you could throw the Titans, but I only got room for 5. I think the Titans got a little more upside with Cam Ward.
No, I like the Titans. They're going to be a bad team, but no, they're good though.
So that'd be my bottom 5. No particular rank order, but I think those are the 5 bottom teams right now. Jason might disagree with the Bears, but you got to after 52-21 shellacking. That's the worst. That's the worst beating in the NFL really this year. Behind the Colts, pitting on
Looked like
Miami.
a college game too. Looked like a college game.
Yeah, I mean it was on easy mode.
On easy mode, yeah. All right, that'll do it, right?
I'm good.
All right, beautiful. College football games of the week is in the books. NFL lines for week 3 in the books. Power rankings entering week 3 in the books. And Aaron's debut of the bottom 5 in the books. Pretty productive pod, I would say.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, productive pod. And it's only 8 minutes after 1:30
I love it.
p.m. Not even a.m.
I love it. This is great.
I mean, you can't even beat that. I mean, you and I are both basically working off natural light here. I mean, we don't even need makeup production or anything. Just looking good in natural light.
I have so much time for activities now. I can actually go see a doctor now. Hopefully,
go see a doctor, go work out, enjoy a brewski, enjoy the game, and not have to worry about jumping on a pod at 9 p.m. at night.
Cool. All right. Source from the sofa. We are out.